In the structured cadence of daily life, in the routines, the algorithms, the carefully drawn lines of logic, there are moments when something slips through. A subtle flicker, a pause in the expected pattern. Two unrelated events touch, and suddenly the air feels different. A number repeats. A song plays with perfect timing. A stranger speaks words that echo a thought you never voiced. In these moments, the boundary between coincidence and meaning blurs, and what appears is not just chance. This mystery has a name: synchronicity, a meaningful coincidence between internal thought and external event, connected not by cause, but by significance, an evidence of a deeper harmony beneath the surface of reality. Synchronicity is not just a theory or a concept, it is an experience. And those who have felt it know. It doesn't merely surprise, it speaks. Something inside us recognizes it. The mind may falter, but the soul leans in. What makes synchronicity more than coincidence is its resonance. Coincidences are incidental. They brush past us and vanish. But synchronicities land. They pull us into reflection, stir emotion, ignite memory, or offer sudden clarity. We are not merely witnessing something unusual. We are being addressed. A woman, standing at a crossroads in life, unsure whether to leave behind a job that no longer nourishes her. She asks the universe silently for a sign. Later that day, while scrolling aimlessly through an old playlist, a song begins to play, one she hasn't heard in years. It's the same song that once comforted her during another major life transition. As the chorus swells, a single line pierces through. It's time to begin, isn't it? Her eyes fill with tears. It feels as if the universe has reached through the noise to remind her. The answer is already alive within her. She closes her eyes and exhales. That was enough. These moments are small miracles, brief breaches in the veil of the ordinary, suggesting that life is not random, but laced with intention. They invite us to reimagine the world not as a machine, but as a living symbol. At its heart, synchronicity is a phenomenon of consciousness. It reveals itself when the inner and outer realms begin to mirror one another, when we live not just in the physical world, but in symbolic awareness. To notice synchronicity is to step into a different relationship with reality. It is to realize that the world is not mute, but fluent in metaphor. Synchronicities are rarely loud. They arrive as whispers, as gentle nudges, never forced, but always precise. They often take the form of symbols. An animal crossing your path repeatedly, the number 1111 appearing on clocks, dreams that later unfold in waking life, or fragments of speech that seem plucked from your own thoughts. These are not merely oddities. They are the vocabulary of the unconscious, speaking in archetypes older than language itself. Interpreting these events is not an intellectual task, but a spiritual art. It requires intuition, the quiet inner faculty that recognizes truth without needing proof. But even more, it requires the heart. The heart is the tuning fork of the soul. When synchronicity strikes, it's not the mind that understands first. It's the heart that recognizes truth. A flutter, a softening, a warmth that says, "This is for you." Intuition and heart together form the compass by which we navigate the terrain of synchronicity. And yet, synchronicity is not always comforting. Sometimes it challenges us. It forces us to confront what we would rather avoid. It may point to an ending we are resisting, or a truth we are not ready to accept. These are the moments when synchronicity becomes the shadowed mirror, revealing not what we want to see, but what we need to. But even in discomfort, there is grace. These moments shake us not to break us, but to wake us. They are spiritual interventions, messages wrapped in paradox, urging us to trust what we cannot yet explain. The spiritual significance of synchronicity lies in this: it re-enchants the world. It reminds us that life is not a sequence of empty mechanics, but a living, breathing dialogue. When synchronicities increase during times of personal transformation, emotional upheaval, or spiritual awakening, they signal that you are in alignment with something deeper. They confirm that you are listening, that you are being guided. There are moments in life when something ordinary becomes radiant, when a pattern breaks, and in its place a message appears. Not loud, not dramatic, but unmistakably clear. These are the quiet signals of the divine. Not thunderbolts or burning bushes, but the gentle choreography of moments too meaningful to ignore. A phrase repeated by strangers in the same day. A dream that seems to spill into waking life. A delay that leads you to meet the very person you needed. These are not accidents. They are invitations, whispered reassurances, divine echoes. Synchronicity is how God speaks when words are too small. It is a sacred language, written not in ink but in alignment, where your longing meets divine timing, and heaven leans in to say, "I see you." To witness synchronicity is to realize you are not moving through life alone. You are being guided, held, and responded to. Not always with answers, but with presence. God is not distant in these moments, but nearer than breath, arranging the cosmos with care just to reach you. So when life surprises you with meaning, pause. Let your heart be still, and listen. Because sometimes the sign you've been waiting for is God waiting for you to notice He's been here all along. Begin with a simple intention. Each morning, ask the universe for one sign today that speaks to your heart. Then go about your day, not obsessively watching but remaining open, receptive. Notice what stirs you, what repeats, what aligns. This is how the sacred begins to speak, when we give it the space to be heard. This guidance often comes when we begin to live with openness and intention. When we pause before rushing. When we ask for signs and genuinely listen. When we cultivate stillness, not to escape the world, but to hear its quieter voice. Over time, synchronicities begin to thread through your days like constellations in a night sky. They don't demand belief, they ask for attention. Across traditions, the sacred hides in plain sight. In the Kabbalistic tradition, even the placement of a falling leaf is said to be divinely orchestrated. In Zen, the sound of a pebble hitting bamboo can illuminate a lifetime of seeking. In the Andean cosmology, the flight of a condor may signify the arrival of spiritual clarity. In Celtic lore, the sudden appearance of an animal, fox, deer, raven, is seen as a message from the other world. These moments are reminders that spirit often arrives quietly, disguised as ordinary. These ancient perspectives all converge on the same truth. Meaning is not only found in texts and teachings, but in life itself. Every encounter is potentially sacred. Every moment, if fully seen, can become a teacher. To live a synchronistic life is to live with awe as your compass. You stop striving to make things happen, and instead listen for where life is already flowing. You begin to sense alignment, not just with goals, but with destiny. Relationships deepen. Choices become clearer. You trust the unseen because you have felt its touch. It means stepping into partnership with the unknown. It means recognizing that life is not something that merely happens to you, but something that responds through you. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions ripple outward into a field of consciousness, and that field, in turn, mirrors back what you are ready to see. It also means letting go of control. Synchronicity requires surrender, not to passivity but to trust. It's the art of walking with the mystery, of saying yes to the signs even when you don't yet know their destination. And in this surrender, something beautiful happens. The world becomes more alive. A feather on the sidewalk, a child's laughter, a line from a stranger's conversation, all become potential keys. You begin to sense that you are being led, that life, in its quiet intelligence, has always been trying to find you. And so, the next time the world surprises you, when you dream of someone and they call the next day, when the perfect book falls from the shelf, when a single word sends a shiver down your spine, pause. Don't rush past it. Don't brush it aside. Ask yourself, softly, what is life trying to show me? Because perhaps that moment is not just a coincidence. Perhaps it is the universe whispering. Perhaps it is your soul remembering something it had always known. May your days be filled with quiet marvels. May you walk through the world with wonder in your eyes and stillness in your spirit. And when the signs appear, as they surely will, may you have the courage to follow them into the mystery that is yours alone to unfold. Thank you for listening. If this message resonated with your heart, please like, share, or leave a comment. May you find peace, wisdom, and guidance as you walk the path of spiritual awakening.